Hello. Welcome to the weekly Top 10 news brought to you by Solarika, the world's first online community dedicated to solar energy. The Solar Power International 2012 event took place this week in Orlando, Florida. Former U.S. President Bill Clinton delivered the keynote address with a message that Americans need to understand the role that solar can play in our economic future and that it's a story that those in the solar industry need to tell. Many companies displayed their innovative and cutting-edge solar products, from modules to power electronic converters and support structures. The event also focused on education and jobs in the solar industry, with critical issues such as policy and market mechanisms discussed in various roundtable discussions. For the conference proceedings, please see the Solarika online resources section at www.solarika.org. Uttar Pradesh became the sixth state in India to draft a solar policy, and it's none too soon, as the state's economic growth is being hampered by inadequate power supply. As of June of this year, the state had a monthly peak power deficit of 9.7% and an energy deficit of 15.3%. The fact that 1,000 megawatts in solar capacity is to be installed by end of 2017 is a positive step, and it will narrow the supply and demand power gap. It also supports the regulation passed by Uttar Pradesh Electricity Regulatory Commission, which calls for a progressive increase in its solar renewable purchase obligation to a minimum of 1% by 2012 to 2013. No action has been taken in the rooftop category, which Uttar Pradesh plans to implement through the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy only. Projects will be allocated through tariff-based competitive bidding, where power purchase agreements will be signed with a distribution licensee or utility, and/or an REC mechanism where a third-party sale will also be allowed. Spanish renewables firm Fortosho Renewable Ventures is to build a 20-megawatt solar PV farm near Canberra after winning the groundbreaking reverse auction held by the ACT government, the first in Australia. It's a result that should cause people to reassess the price of solar PV, and which could likely pave the way for a significant solar industry in the country. The 20-megawatt solar PV farm at Royalla, 23 kilometres south of the Canberra CBD, will be the largest in Australia when it is completed in 2014, twice the size of the 10 megawatts plant currently being built by First Solar near Geraldton. FRV won the auction with a bid of $0.186 per kWh, edging out 9 other proposals from 5 competing consortia. At Solar Power International 2012, a number of manufacturers have launched 300 watts modules that are specifically catering for the booming utility-scale market. Those were Suntech's Bay Series, Advanced Solar Photonics, Motec Americas, Yingli Green, LG and Q-Cells. LG Electronics has debuted its Monox Neon Solar Module, the third generation of his solar energy solutions lineup. New for 2013, the Monox Neon Premium Series features the same 60-cell panel design of the Monox module launched in October 2011. However, it has a higher maximum output of 300 watts with 18.3% module efficiency, according to LG Solar. The module combines LG's N-type cell manufacturing technology, selective emitter and fine electrode technologies, and LG's anti-reflection coating technology have been added. At 16.8 kilograms, the new solar module is 11.1% lighter than the company's previous models and among the lightest in the market. As part of the Energy Department's Sunshot initiative, which is working to make solar energy competitive with other forms of energy without subsidy by the end of the decade, the DOE announced the start of a new competition to make it faster, easier, and cheaper to install rooftop solar energy systems. The Sunshot Prize makes a total of $10 million in cash awards available to the first 3 teams that repeatedly demonstrate the non-hardware costs, or price to plug in, can be as low as $1 per watt for small-scale photovoltaic systems on American homes and businesses. While solar hardware prices have fallen 400% in the past 4 years, the soft costs of installing solar energy systems remain stubbornly high. The Sunshot Prize is meant to inspire innovative, sustainable and verifiable business practices that reduce these soft costs to $1 per watt. Achieving this target will bring the Sunshot goal of 60 cents per watt for residential systems soft costs within reach by the end of the decade. The Solar Energy Industries Association released this week the ranking of top 20 largest commercial solar users in the U.S. based on cumulative installed capacity. The top 20 corporate solar users' installations generate an estimated $47.3 million worth of electricity each year. Altogether, U.S. commercial solar installations have reduced business utility bills by hundreds of millions of dollars annually. More than 1.2 million solar PV panels were used for the top 20 corporate solar users' installations. Combined, these arrays would cover more than 544 acres of rooftops. The top 10 companies, by capacity, have individually deployed more solar energy than most electric utilities in the U.S. Other companies that are significant users of solar include Apple, Bloomberg LP, Del Monte Foods, GE, Google and Intel. GTM Research and the Solar Energy Industries Association released this week the report on U.S. Solar Market Insight, second quarter 2012. The report finds that U.S. solar achieved its second-best quarter in history, having installed 742 megawatts of solar power, and the best quarter on record for the utility market segment. Utility installations hit 477 megawatts in the second quarter, with 8 states posting utility installations of 10 megawatts or more: California, Arizona, Nevada, Texas, Illinois, North Carolina, New Mexico and New Jersey. In total, the U.S. now has 5,700 megawatts of installed solar capacity. GTM Research forecasts that 3.2 gigawatts of PV will be installed in the U.S. in 2012, up 71% over 2011. In case of CSP, as of the end of Q2, there is a cumulative 546 megawatts of concentrating solar capacity operating in the U.S. India's Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, MNRE, has proposed plans to turn 60 Indian cities into so-called solar cities. The region of Tripura, in northeast India, located next door to Bangladesh, has been selected as a pilot to this scheme with an investment of Rs 452.32 crores, according to a ministry official. The MNRE is expected to bear 90% of the cost and the remaining would be shouldered by the Tripura government. Of India's 60 proposed solar cities, 8 cities have been identified in the northeastern region by MNRE. The cities include Itanagar in Arunachal Pradesh, Agartala in Tripura, Guwahati and Jorhat in Assam, Aizawl and Mizoram, Imphal in Manipur and Kohima and Dimapur in Nagaland. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Denmark has announced that the country will reach its goal of 200 megawatts by 2020 this year due to favorable government incentives. The ministry estimates that solar cell capacity will be 100 times bigger this year compared with 2010. Currently, 36 megawatts is said to be installed every month. Project manager Kim Schultz from Invest in Denmark said, "The demand for solar cells has increased dramatically since net metering was implemented in 2010. The Danish parliament has proposed 35% of the country's energy supply to be based on renewables by 2020, making it 100% by 2050. Denmark already covers 22% of the nation's energy consumption with renewables." U.S. solar giant First Solar has announced that its $1.8 billion Agua-Caliente solar project, the largest operating PV plant in the world, has had 250 MW of peak generating capacity connected to the grid. The project, which is currently under construction in Yuma Country, Arizona, will have a generating capacity of 290 MW when completed in 2014. The project has successfully met all of its contractual milestones to date and exceeded targets for the speed, quality and safety of the construction processes. First Solar will operate and maintain the Agua-Caliente PV plant for the owners NRG Energy and Mid-American Solar. Pacific Gas and Electric Company has a 25-year power purchase agreement for the project's electrical output.